In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on August 13, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Cubs versus Toronto Blue Jays. The 2025 Major League Baseball season continues on Wednesday, August 13th, with the Chicago Cubs facing off against the Toronto Blue Jays in this interleague matchup at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Heading into this contest, we're looking at two clubs that have been among the hottest in baseball recently. The all-time series between these teams shows a balanced 5-5 split over their last 10 meetings, and the Blue Jays are riding some solid momentum after taking the series opener with a convincing victory. When you break down the numbers for games played in Toronto, the Blue Jays have posted a solid 4-3 record in recent home contests. After that dominant performance in Game 1 of this series, expect Toronto to keep rolling with the kind of form that's seen them go an impressive 14-3 over their last 17 games at Rogers Centre. Toronto's simply playing better baseball at this point in the season. While Cubs prospect Cade Horton has been throwing the ball well lately, the Blue Jays represent a tough test for any pitcher right now, and I think they'll find ways to get to him in this spot. Sure, there are always some question marks when backing Toronto with Kevin Gausman on the mound, but I believe the Blue Jays find a way to come through here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Both of these lineups pack plenty of punch on offense, but after seeing just 6 runs cross the plate in the series opener, the under has now hit in 5 of the last 10 head-to-head battles between these clubs, with one push mixed in there dating back to the 2022 season. Looking at Chicago's recent trends, the under has been money at 8-1 over their last 10 games overall. The Cubs have managed 3 runs or fewer in 7 of those contests, showing they've struggled to generate consistent offense. For Toronto, the under sits at 4-6 in their past 10 outings, with the Blue Jays allowing 4 runs or less in 5 games during that same stretch. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus New York Mets. On Wednesday, the Atlanta Braves will take on the New York Mets at Citi Field in what shapes up to be a pivotal matchup for both clubs. I think we've reached a crucial moment for New York in this spot. The Mets really need to capitalize on games like this one, especially with Atlanta looking vulnerable and inconsistent lately. The Braves just haven't been able to put together the kind of complete performances you'd expect from them, and I don't see that changing all of a sudden in this road spot. This is exactly the type of game the Mets have to have if they want to stay relevant down the stretch. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. When you look at the numbers, the under has been hitting consistently for Atlanta in division play, going 20-11-1 in their games against NL East opponents this season. That's a trend worth paying attention to. New York comes into this game without much in the way of momentum or swagger right now. The Mets have been one of the worst offensive teams over the past couple weeks, ranking dead last in WERC+ during that stretch and sitting way down at 27th in WERC+ since the All-Star break. They also don't have much familiarity with Carrasco, which could give the veteran right-hander an edge in this spot. If he can keep the damage to a minimum like he did in his first outing with Atlanta when he held Cincinnati to 3 runs over 6 innings, that would go a long way here. Given how Atlanta has historically struggled against Peterson and the overall offensive struggles both teams have shown recently, I don't expect these two clubs to combine for 9 runs or more on Wednesday night. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Houston Astros. The MLB action rolls on Wednesday with a marquee showdown between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros that should provide plenty of drama. The Red Sox are riding high after a huge victory yesterday, but there's a chance they might have exhausted their offensive firepower in that blowout performance. Walker Buehler isn't the same dominant force he was a couple seasons back, as his numbers tell the story with a 5.4 earned run average and 1.56 WHIP this year. When you look at his road work specifically, things get even uglier. He's posting a brutal 6.52 earned run average with a .312 batting average against over 48.1 innings away from home. Meanwhile, Hunter Brown has been putting together an all-star caliber campaign and has been lights out lately, surrendering just 12 hits and 4 runs across his last 17.1 innings of work. At home, Brown has been nearly untouchable with a 2.37 earned run average and opponents hitting just .174 against him in 60.2 innings at Minute Maid Park. With the superior pitcher taking the mound and Houston coming off an embarrassing loss that should provide motivation, I'm backing the home team here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. This total presents some interesting challenges, mainly because we're dealing with such a massive gap in pitching quality between these two starters. That said, I do think Houston's lineup will find ways to get to Buehler in this spot. The current Astros roster has had success against the right-hander in previous meetings, putting up a solid .284, .321, .459 line against him over 74 career at-bats. Buehler's overall struggles this season speak for themselves with that 5.4 earned run average, and when you factor in Houston's recent offensive surge, they rank third in WOBA at .375 over the past week, while Boston sits at a more modest 16th with a .309 mark. I think we'll see enough runs to push this game over the number. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Los Angeles Angels. The 2025 MLB betting action rolls on Wednesday, August 13th with the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Los Angeles Angels in this crosstown interleague showdown at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. I understand the Angels have managed to keep pace with the Dodgers throughout this series, but Los Angeles of Anaheim has been whiffing at an alarming rate against right-handed pitching lately. Shohei Ohtani is coming off a dominant outing against St. Louis where he punched out 8 batters in just 4 innings of work, showing he's still got that electric stuff when he's on the mound. I also think the Dodgers bring a significantly stronger bullpen to this matchup, which could be the difference maker in a close game between these division rivals. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the recent trends, the Dodgers have hit the over in all 4 of their last 4 contests, posting a perfect 4-0 over-under record during that stretch. Meanwhile, the Angels have been even more explosive lately, with the over cashing in 7 of their last 9 games for a 7-1 record on totals. Both of these lineups have been mashing at the plate all season long, particularly when it comes to taking pitchers deep. Neither pitching staff has shown much ability to keep the ball in the yard, and we've seen that play out clearly in the first 2 games of this current series. I expect that same pattern to continue tonight, with both offenses finding ways to put crooked numbers on the scoreboard. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Athletics. The Tampa Bay Rays take on the Athletics in a matchup between 2 clubs trying to salvage something from what have been disappointing campaigns for both organizations. The Rays may be struggling overall, but this looks like the perfect spot for them to get back on track. Drew Rasmussen has been outstanding this season, carrying a sharp 2.66 earned run average and 1 WHIP that shows just how effective he's been when healthy. His recent work has been even more impressive, as he's surrendered just 8 hits while posting a clean sheet over his last 11.1 innings on the mound. On the other side, JT Ginn has been getting roughed up lately, giving up 7 hits and 7 runs across his last 9.1 innings of work. Ginn has also had particular trouble at home this year, where he's posted a concerning 5.54 earned run average while allowing opponents to hit .269 against him over 26 innings at the Coliseum. There really shouldn't be any excuses for Tampa Bay in a situation like this one. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. Both clubs are sending quality arms to the hill for this one. The Athletics should be able to keep the Rays' offense in check with Ginn taking the ball, as he's limited opponents to just 26 runs over 53 innings of work this season while putting together several strong outings. Meanwhile, the Rays should be able to neutralize Oakland's lineup behind Rasmussen, who has been stingy all year by allowing only 33 runs across 111 innings pitched. He's been particularly dominant recently, tossing multiple scoreless frames while generating weak contact and racking up strikeouts. This shapes up as a pitcher's duel with both starters ready to step up and deliver quality performances, which should keep the run total down throughout the game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.